The Nigerian police have arrested Canadian Robert Harms at Abuja Airport for scamming Akwa Ibom's Tepison Enterprises out of $210,000 for a fake Canadian energy project. Harms allegedly funneled the funds through Dubai using forged documents. His case resumes in court on May 20. In another operation, Interpol rearrested Nigerian OKK Njaka for cyber-stalking and defrauding Nigerians of over 452 million naira through a fake medical aid scheme. She faces charges and her arraignment is set for May 13. The Nigerian police continue their crackdown on financial crimes. At number 2, top political figures gathered in Abuja for the launch of Being True to Myself, the autobiography of former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and Namadi Sambo, and other political dignitaries attended the event. Lamido's book, reviewed by former PDP National Chairman Iyocha Ayu, highlights his political journey. The gathering also included Labour Party's Peter Obi and several state governors, underlining Lamido's influence in Nigerian politics. At number 3, Enugu law firm John Nwobodo and Associates has filed a Freedom of Information request to JAMB, demanding full disclosure of the 2025 UTME results. The firm, representing over 1.9 million candidates, is calling for a review of the exam marking process after complaints about unusually low scores. JAMB has initiated a review but has not yet received the formal FOI request. Over 78% of candidates scored below 200, leading to concerns about the accuracy of the results. The World Bank has commended President Bola Tinubu for economic reforms that have strengthened Nigeria's macroeconomic situation. The World Bank's latest Nigeria Development Update shows a GDP growth of 4.6% in Q4 2024, pushing annual growth to 3.4%. Reforms have also helped stabilize the foreign exchange market and reduce the fiscal deficit. The World Bank's report highlights the positive impact of Tinubu's policies on Nigeria's economic stability. At number 5, the Zamfara State Movement for Democracy, ZMD, has criticized Governor Dauda Lawal for his failure to tackle rising insecurity in rural areas despite receiving 3 billion naira monthly for security. ZMD claims Lawal has misused funds and left residents vulnerable to attacks. ZMD convener Umar Sarki compared Lawal's inaction to the efforts of former Governor Bello Mutawale, who made significant strides in improving security despite a smaller budget. The group accuses Lawal of prioritizing politics over public safety. At number 6, the owner of Ife, Oba Adeye Ogunwusi, has praised President Bola Tinubu for elevating culture as a key aspect of Nigeria's identity and international diplomacy. Speaking at a press conference in Lagos, the Oni emphasized that culture is essential for national unity and global recognition. Brazil's Consulate General, Ambassador Carlos Grasset, also spoke about the strong cultural ties between Nigeria and Brazil, particularly through shared Yoruba heritage. Cultural collaborations could generate over $10 billion annually, according to Nichols Otumba Biodun Ajiboye. At number 7, despite a Court of Appeal ruling upholding his 3-year sentence for rigging the 2019 senatorial election in favor of Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Professor Peter Ogban remains free. Ogban, convicted for falsifying election results, was granted bail on health grounds but has not returned to prison. Authorities are silent on his whereabouts, raising concerns about the accountability of Nigeria's electoral system. Similarly, Professor Ignatius Uduk, convicted of election rigging, was recently granted bail, prompting further questions about enforcement of electoral justice. And at number 8, we move across the African continent. The ECOWAS court has ruled that Senegal must pay 6 million CFA francs in damages to former sports minister Lat Diop after finding his travel restrictions unlawful. Diop was blocked from boarding an international flight in August 2024, despite completing all formalities. Senegal's government argued Diop was under investigation for financial crimes, but the court rejected his claims, ruling the restrictions violated Diop's rights. The ruling highlights the importance of respecting freedom of movement in the West African sub-region. And at number 9, US President Donald Trump has arrived in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, marking the start of his first multi-day foreign trip since returning to office. Welcomed by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, this visit focuses on strengthening economic ties, addressing the Gaza conflict, and tackling Iran's nuclear program. Trump will attend a Saudi-US investment forum and a summit with Gulf leaders, with discussions potentially leading to a $1 trillion investment deal. His Qatar visit may be overshadowed by reports of a luxury jet gift from Doha's royal family. This marks Trump's first major overseas visit since a brief trip to Rome for Pope Francis's funeral. And at number 10, Britain's unemployment rate has risen to 4.5%, the highest since August 2021, according to the latest data from the Office for National Statistics. The increase follows a new business tax hike and tariffs imposed by the U.S., with payrolls dropping and wage growth slowing. Analysts predict 2 more interest rate cuts from the Bank of England. Concerns grow that rising business taxes and a higher minimum wage could result in further job losses. And these are the top 10 stories from TV Platinum. Follow us on our social media platforms for more stories. My name is Bivan Magoni. Thank you for staying with us.